Here I have two almost identical looking videos playing side by side, but one of them takes up 167 megabytes and the other one is only 63 megabytes. We are going to download a free and open source video transcoder called Handbrake. On the homepage, click on the big red download button. You won't miss it. Let's click on that to launch the app. Once you launch the app, it'll prompt you to drag and drop in an individual video file, or you can drag and drop an entire folder in that contains many video files. Over here on the side, I have an individual video file that takes up 167 megabytes, and I want to make it a lot smaller than that. Here, I'll simply drag and drop that video file over into the app. Right up above, you'll see your video file name, and this is now referred to as the source. This is the file that we are going to transcode. Down below, you'll see several different tabs, and each one of them has many different available settings. And we can use these to reduce the video file size. If you don't want to mess with any of this, you can also use some presets that come with Handbrake. Let's say that you really want to email this video file as an attachment. Here, when I click through the presets, there's an option for that, and it'll ensure that my video file size is less than 25 megabytes. Or let's say that I really want to watch this video on my tablet. There's a setting for that that'll reduce the size but also still ensure quality for that device. The first tab contains a summary of the various settings. If you're ever unsure of what a setting does, you can simply hover over it and it'll show a tooltip that explains what that setting does. Right up here, you can choose the format, and you'll probably recognize some of these containers. I'll select MP4. Here in the middle, you can also adjust the resolution. In the top left-hand corner, you'll see the original or the source resolution. And if you lower that, fewer pixels will make up your image. Here you can choose constant quality, or you can choose average bitrate. And I would highly recommend going with constant quality. This is where you can define the quality level that you want, and then Handbrake will adjust the bitrate to match that quality. Underneath constant quality, here you can define what the quality level is. And when you hover over, you'll see some recommendations based on the type of content. So if you want high definition content, here they recommend between 20 and 23. I'm going to select 23. Down below, you can also set the encoder speed. And here the turtle wins the race. The more time the encoder has, it can ensure better image quality and also smaller file size. With all of that now out of the way, we need to choose where we want to save this file. Down at the very bottom, you can type in a destination or you can browse to some place on your computer. Here you'll see the file extension. Mine says .mp4, but you might also see .m4v. That is the same as MP4, except it also supports DRM capabilities. If you don't want that, you could simply type in .mp4. If you want to set .mp4 as the default moving forward, go up to the Tools menu, then click on Preferences, Output Files, and then here you could change it to .mp4. With all of that now set, we can start encoding. Right up here, I will click on Start Encode. Down here, you'll see a progress bar. Once it's all done, your video file should be a lot smaller and you should also have comparable quality.